I'm so freaking nervous. Oh my freaking god. I don't even like my hair today. Hopefully that's okay, because if it's not okay and my hair looks stupid the whole time, I'm not gonna refilm this because it's gonna take way too long and it doesn't even matter that much, so whatever. But anyways, let's get on into this video. So if you can tell by the title today, this video is kind of like my first ever like tips, like sit down, like talking video on like tips for like college freshmen. And you know, I'm a junior now in college, so wait, what's the State Farm thing like? We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two, because we are farmers. Because literally I've seen so many things, I've experienced so much crap, and it is like, I feel like it is my job as like mama bear to like let y'all know what to do, and I don't know, just some advice that I wish I knew as a freshman, so y'all don't have to go through things that I went through, because it is not fun, like at all. So anyways, with that being said, let's get on into this video. On my phone, in my notes app, I have some tips. Anyways, yes, these are my tips on my phone, and I literally have been like thinking about this and writing them down. So anyways, like I was saying, I have a list of things that like I've learned over the course of the 2 years that I've been in college. I currently go to the University of Alabama, so some things that I'm gonna say are like more related to Alabama, but like other things are like more like wide, like everyone can use. So that's just a heads up. So if you also go to the University of Alabama, make sure to leave a comment and just say, hey, what's up, because like girl, we can literally meet on campus like roll tide. But anyway, these are my tips for college, and I want to start like, you know. Okay, so I'm kind of nervous, but like, here we go. Okay, so this is on my phone. So tip number 1, leave high school behind. I mean like leave high school boyfriends, leave high school drama. And I'm like, unless y'all are in love and y'all are gonna get married and y'all have promise rings and y'all both wanted to work like equally on both sides and even more, it's not worth it. Because look, I'm gonna tell you, all those videos on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about, like the in 2 weeks your boyfriend's gonna be walking me to my class, you know, that type of video. Yeah, it's real. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, y'all are together, but nobody knows that y'all are together because y'all go to different like colleges. So all the fine men, you're looking like all the fine men, but you're taken. Look at all the fine girls. And I'm telling you, there's more fine women than men in college. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. So just imagine, if he isn't in it for real, he's going to see other people as attractive, and push comes to shove, men cheat because they're horny. Unless y'all are going to the same college campus, or y'all are like really dedicated to each other, y'all want to make it work. But like, what I never recommend bringing high school relationships to college, because there's 7 billion people on this earth, and you think that your soulmate is some scrawny kid from freaking high school. Like, I mean, if it is, it is, but if it ain't, like, it ain't. And also like, leave the drama behind, because first of all, like I've seen it so many times, like people down here, like I go to University of Alabama, there's like girls all around here that also lived in Alabama like in high school, and they have all come to like the same college, and then they bring the shit from high school to college and they trying to fight, and I'm like, well, slow down. Don't be them. Don't do that. Like, it's embarrassing, it's immature. Just mind your P's and Q's. And also with the like leaving stuff from high school, nobody cares what you did in high school. Like, absolutely nobody cares. You're like starting like brand new, like you can reinvent your whole entire personality. Like, you don't have to be the person you were in high school. You can like completely change everything about you because you're starting fresh, and nobody knows who you are, so nobody cares about what you like. No one cares if you were like the president of your soccer team, the president of like the student council, you were in this club, you had the 4.0 GPA. Nobody cares. So that's what I mean, like, leave high school behind. Also, Don't bring high school shirt. You'll get plenty of oversized shirts at college at all the events that you'll go to like in the beginning. Okay, number 2, and this is like more like when you get here. Do not, and I repeat, do not buy things thinking that you're gonna decorate your whole dorm room when you get here. Some people I've seen have done that because like they kind of live far away or whatever. I recommend like shipping stuff, like especially if you live kind of far away. Like I know there's people that live from California, whatever, they just ship their stuff. Because I'm telling you, I mean, I'm in Tuscaloosa, so we only have the 1 Target, like 2 Walmarts. But imagine, you know how many people are on this college campus and how many freshmen and other upperclassmen are moving into their dorms and their apartments. And look, we all need the same stuff. And there's always a shortage of everything. So there's like nothing left. There's no trash cans. There's no water. There's no paper towels. There's no cute stuff to decorate. There's like literally nothing. So if you think that you're gonna decorate your whole room, like whatever, you're not, because things are not gonna get here. I recommend ordering from Amazon. I recommend like planning out how you want your dorm like maybe like a couple months in advance. That's what I always do with everything. Like even my Halloween costume, I plan months in advance. So I know what to do and what to get and where to get it. So don't do that, because I'm telling you, everything is like gone. Like the Walmart is just wiped out. Target wiped out. So don't think that you're going to even be able to get anything cute for your room if you haven't like bought it already and brought it down. Tip number 3. It is not this romantic thing that you think it is. Like if you think, like this is how I thought. Like I really thought, I was in my head, I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna meet this D1 basketball player, this D1 football player, and we're gonna date, we're gonna be together, I'm gonna be a wag. Like no, that is not it. Like that's not how it works at all. Like, okay, because I'm telling you, if you think you're gonna meet yourself a football player, whatever, and y'all are gonna date, I'm here to slap you off the side of the head right now, because that ain't how it works. It's really not. You have to be like the 1% that's really lucky, and for the rest of us, we are not so lucky. And not even football players, I'm talking about like guys in general, and girls too. I mean, I'm a girl, so I can relate to girls, but if you're a guy watching, you could also kind of relate, but just use it in another way. But so like the thing is, so as like a college freshman coming in, I thought like the first guy that I was talking to was gonna be my boyfriend, and we were gonna be together and everyone would know and blah 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 blah. But it's really not like that. Like sneaky link culture is real, and it's real out here. And it's also, these guys out here are thirsty as fuck. They literally DM every girl. They are in everybody's DMs. Everybody knows who they are. They don't have bougie like at all. Like these men are horrible, disgusting, and if you think they get mature in college, no, they don't even get mature till they're 30. Like you just, no. So you really just need to be careful, and especially if I go to University of Alabama, there's this thing called Black UA, which is like the people of color or like black people that go to UA, because our school is a PWI. So if you're like black and if you're like Black UA, everybody knows your business. Everybody knows your business. Like, if y'all don't care how secretive you think you are, everyone's gonna know your business, especially about who you're talking to. So I'm just saying, like, guys be in every girl's DMs. They be trying to talk to every girl, especially, you know, the football players. And then the football player to girl ratio is like 1 to like 100. Like, just think about it. All the football players, the roster, I don't know how many people are on the roster, only probably like half of them, not even half, maybe like 25% of them are cute. Then the 25% are cute, there's probably like hundreds of girls that also want to talk to football players. So like this ratio, it don't work. Like, I'm just trying to tell you, it don't work. I've been there. These men are trash out here. And if you find a good one, keep him, latch onto him, because they are rare, slim and rare out here, and it's just gonna be a lot. If you want a video of like how to like not get played out here, I can make a video on that too, because trust me and believe me, I already know. Tip number 4, you will make friends. And everyone was thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna make friends, and everyone was like, oh, because COVID happened and all they did was stay in their dorm, so they really didn't meet anybody. But now, like, COVID's not over, but more of the restrictions because there's a vaccine and you just wear your mask. It's like our second time going around, so things aren't really canceled anymore. You just need to wear your mask and get the vaccine. So there's gonna be a lot of events in person and whatever. So my advice is, because I felt the same way, because I didn't have a roommate my freshman year. Like, everyone thinks like your roommate's supposed to be like your first friend. That's what I thought. She never showed up, so I lived like by myself. So I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna make friends? I don't know who's gonna be my friend or whatever. And I promise you, you will make friends if you leave your house, go to your classes, go to events, go to freshman things, go to anything, go to parties. Like, you will meet people and you're gonna vibe with people, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna work out just fine. Like, I promise. Tip number 5. Have a good work-life balance. As I mean, like student life, classes, whatever, and you're going out, your party life, you need to have a good balance, because I'm telling you, high school and college are completely different. People are like, oh no, it's the same. No, it's not the same. There's a party every single day of the week, Monday through freaking Sunday, and if you party hard, like you go out, you do whatever, like, it's going to get a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. You will party on weekdays, you will party when you have tests the next day, you are gonna party like 24/7, and unless like you don't, but I'm telling you, you need to make sure that you have like a good balance. So you need to make sure that you like know when you're gonna do like your work and when you're like gonna go party, or make sure you have your work done before you go out, or make sure you have a plan of to do your homework before it's due, do your papers, whatever, because I've seen it happen so many times. Like I know a thing or two, because I've seen a thing or two, when people like put the school part on the back burner. They think that college is just like partying and having fun and going out, and it is partying and having fun and going out, but college is university is school, and that's why you're here, because you have school, get a degree. So don't forget that. So I always recommend like having like a planner to write things down, also using my phone and my notes or like a to-do list to make it not seem like that much, so I don't feel overwhelmed, and also just making sure that you like have a plan on when you're gonna do your work and where you're gonna do it, so you just know that you're okay. Because I've seen it, like I tell you, I've seen it, and people like get on like expelled from school because they don't do their work. People stop showing up to classes, and then they wonder why they're failing. I'm like, because you didn't show up and you don't know what to do, you're failing your classes. And then they eventually can get on probation, like there's academic probation, and then you can like literally get kicked out of school because your grades aren't high enough anymore. So don't be that person. Do not drop out your first semester. Make sure to have a good balance of things. Tip number 6, listen to the students and not the counselors. And I know this is like kind of weird, but hear me out, hear me out. I have a story. It's a short story. So basically what happened was, I was like a freshman, and basically I have all these classes I need to take, and they're like, my counselor is like, okay, you need to take this, this, and this. I'm like, okay, cool. I signed up for this, this, and this. So then what happened was, they had me taking computer science, they had me taking math, and they had me taking econ all at the same time. That is terrible. The workload for all 3 of those classes is insane. And it's just like, I only recommend taking 2 of those classes, like those types of classes at one time, because 3 is just so much. And even like my friend's brother, they have him taking like organic chemistry, engineering, and this type of math all at the same time. Like, that workload is insane, and you will not, and I was like, you will not be successful after that. And it's just like, there's not enough time in the day to like do that much work, and they don't understand that. They just want you to finish your classes. So as a student, you talk to like upperclassmen to see like, oh, is this like a good schedule? And we're gonna tell you yes or no, because let me tell you, that workload, we've already went through those classes, we've already sat through those classes, experienced it. It's just, you need to make sure that you don't overwork yourself, because if you overwork yourself, you will be in the library day in, day out, just tired, having academic stress, crying all the time. That was literally me my second semester of college. I made it through somehow. I had like, I think I made the dean's list, but I was tired. Like, I was always tired, I was always sleepy, and I was always just upset because of all the work I had to do. So just make sure to really look at your schedule and also like see like what type of classes that you're enrolled in, because if you're enrolled in a lot of these classes that are like rigorous, you're not going to like, and you're taking it like all at one time, it's not gonna be like pretty unless you like did that and you're like really good at that. But if you're not like me, don't do that to yourself. Number 7, this is more for like going out, but make friends with the promoters in Greek life. So there's a difference because like there's like Black UA and there's regular UA, and so like Black UA, they have like Divine 9 and like party promoters and this, that, and that, and I don't really know what like the rest, like PWI and whatever, because I don't, you know, I'm not really in that life. But as a girl, you have to use your pretty privilege. And I'm like, you have to finesse the system. You can't just be paying like $20 every time you go out. No! You need to make friends with people. Because if you make friends with like party promoters, like they can get you in for free if you like come sit with them, or if you know somebody in the Greek organizations. Like this is more like towards like alphas and alphas, because the thing is, they're the ones that really host the parties. Like the girl sororities don't really host parties, so it's really just like male sororities. So if they're like the ones hosting the events and you're cool with them, they could help you like get in for like less price, or they can help you skip the line or whatever. I don't know if this is number 7 or number 8. I think this is number 8. Tip number 8. Nothing in college is ever done for you. And let me tell you, these professors, some of them do not care. Some of them do not care if you show up to class. Some of them could care less if you like broke your leg and didn't show up. Like, some of them really don't care. Some of them have had like given a speech in like the first day of class. They'd be like, show up, don't show up, I don't care. I still get paid at the end of the day. So if you don't come, I don't care. I don't want to teach you anyways if you don't want to show up. Like, that's how they kind of talk. Some of them. Some others are nice. Like smaller classes, like English classes, where they can actually get to know your names, they're gonna be like, some of them are kind of concerned when you don't show up to class, but like life still goes on. You know, no one's gonna hold your hand and tell you, hey, you need to come to class. Hey, you need to sign up for your classes at this time. Hey, like, no, like, it's posted places, it's posted whatever. Unless you ask somebody, like, when I'm supposed to sign up for classes, then they'll but like, no one's really gonna tell you. I mean, they'll probably tell you one time, but no one's gonna tell you repeatedly. No one's gonna be on your case. Like, this is like, you have to be really involved in your life, and you also need to make sure that you know what's going on with you and your academics, and what classes you need to take and what classes you still need to do, and how to sign up for your classes, and where to sign up for your classes, and when to sign up for your classes, because it is not done for you. You have to do it yourself, just like all of the rest of us. So yeah, this is like specifically, whatever, however you say the word, if you live in dorms, but also if you live in apartments, buy a mattress topper. I know it is so random, but especially in the dorms, because those beds are uncomfortable. And if you don't want your back hurting and you want to sleep good at night and get a good night rest, like, get a mattress topper, because I'm telling you, those dorms are uncomfortable. It's just so uncomfortable. Even this bed has a mattress topper, and I will not trade my mattress topper for anything. Like, I love my mattress topper. My phone, this was actually kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but it feels amazing. I literally like sink into it. And if you want to be comfortable sleeping at night and you don't want to like have a crooked back when you wake up, especially in your dorm, get a mattress topper. It's so underrated. People always forget about it, but you need one. It's $205. I was supposed to have lunch with this girl at 1. I'll text her after I finish filming this, because I forgot to film this. Okay, this is like tip number 10, I'm pretty sure, maybe tip number 9. I might be wrong. I'm not even gonna say tip number 9 at this point, because I don't know the number. But do not sign up for 8 a.m.s. I'm trying to tell you, do not sign up for 8 a.m.s. Look at me, look at me. Do not sign up for 8 a.m.s. 8 a.m.s in high school and 8 a.m.s in college are completely different. Because at 8 a.m. in high school, you have to be there. But 8 a.m. in college, you have the option to be there. No one's gonna tell you to show up to class. Like, you can literally leave class whenever you want to. Like, freshmen, they don't really know this. I'm gonna add this to it, but you can literally walk out of class whenever you want to. You can go to the bathroom whenever you want to. You don't need to like raise your hand and ask to go. Like, you can literally just hop up and leave. You can literally leave class and go back home whenever you want to. It's kind of mean and rude to leave class while she's speaking, but if you have to go to the bathroom, that's different. But literally, you can leave and go as you please. But anyways, back to the 8 a.m. thing. 8 a.m.s in college are just completely different. And I don't even know what it is, but having an 8 a.m. literally whipped my ass. Like, I literally could not make it to that class. I always overslept. I ended up actually dropping that class because I just could never make it on time. And like, once or twice a week, I missed my 8 a.m. or I was late to my 8 a.m. And it's just completely, like, I don't even know what it is. It's like, I don't know, because in high school, I would wake up at 6:30 every single morning, be on a bus, and the classes would start at like 7:25 for me. And I'm just like, why is this so hard in college? And I literally don't know, but they're just built different. I really don't know. But do not sign up for 8 a.m.s for anything. And also with signing up for classes, this is another tip. Like, as a freshman, you kind of get like what's left of the classes, because for like all the upperclassmen already signed up before you do. So if you're like, oh, I have bad classes at bad times, like during your add drop week or whatever, where you could like drop classes and add classes, some spots in the better classes will empty out because like everybody else is already like dropping these classes. So if you like set reminders, like whatever, there's like also an app that you can find that can show you when like spaces come available. I'll put a picture of the app because I don't know what it's called. But anyways, like you can get like that type of app to figure out like when the class is open finally, or when it's full again, and whatever. So like if you have like bad classes, don't worry about it. Like you can literally like sign up for like a good class like later. So I guess this is another tip. This is like more towards like University of Alabama, but literally you do not need to ride the bus everywhere you go. Sometimes the bus takes like longer than it would if you just walked to class. I lived in Burke, which please don't ever live in Burke. Like if you live in Burke, I'm praying for you. But I literally lived at Burke, and all I did was just walk to class every day, and majority of the day when it wasn't raining. The buses have like specific bus routes where they go to, so like they have to stop at every stop and then go this way. So like let's just say you're on campus and you need to go to Gorgas and you're at Burke. If you like leave Burke, Gorgas is like straight ahead, right? But if you take the bus to Gorgas, you might have to get on the blue bus or whatever, and that bus is gonna take you all the way towards Coleman Coliseum. It's gonna take you to like all the way down the road, then turn, then go like past like Fresh Foods, and then hit like the library. And that literally would have took you like 15 minutes when the walk is only 5 minutes. So you don't need to walk, like you don't need to take the bus everywhere, because sometimes the bus takes too long. And the people that drive the bus, they love to chit chat with their bus friends. Like every time they go to the bus hub, which is like the main part, like where all the buses go through, they just be chopping it up with their coworkers. Like they don't care. They go at leisure whenever they please. So yeah. Another tip, I guess this is number 11, I think, but use Rate My Professor, because you need to know what you're signing up for. But kind of Rate My Professor is kind of hit and miss, because some people that leave the reviews were like lazy people in college, so they're not gonna always be, you know, because they didn't do the work, so they're really like, how valuable is their input? But most of the time you can really like use Rate My Professor, because a lot of students are going to do that, so other students know, do not sign up for this person or do sign up for this person. Because let me tell you, when you sign up for classes and you don't know who like your professor is, it's kind of hit or miss. Like professors really make or break the class. And I remember like I took stats twice, and my first teacher, like he had no homework. The only PowerPoints he had didn't like have practice problem, and this is for statistics. And I don't know how they were learning, but it wasn't working for me. And he just went too fast, and I couldn't, so I had to drop it. And then I took it again with a teacher or a professor that used PowerPoints and had homeworks, and I also had a tutor, and it all just worked so much better. So professors really make or break the class. So use Rate My Professor if you want to see like a good review or bad review of the teachers that you're taking. Another tip is to like bring your essentials. Like you don't need everything in college. I learned like, because I had a lot of stuff in my dorm room, and I don't know, like I used 2 of the closets when I was only supposed to have 1. Imagine if I had a roommate, like I would have to get rid of clothes. So just bring your essentials that you think that you're going to need. Don't bring clothes that you haven't worn in like a year or something. Just bring the things that you know that you're going to wear, things that you're going to use, things that you're going to need. Like you only have like a limited amount of space in your dorm, so don't like overpack it, because it can get like cluttered very, very fast, especially if you live in a traditional style dorm. There's a lot of dorms on UA that are suite style, so you're more lucky because you get to separate your living space and your eating space and your like workspaces. But if you live in like a traditional style, it's not as easy, it's not as convenient. So don't like overpack it with things that you don't need. Just bring your essentials. And then the last tip is to just have fun, because literally I just oh my god, I'm not gonna cry, but it feels like just yesterday I started my freshman year and now I'm a freaking junior. And it feels like it just happened like so freaking fast. Like just grew up, and I don't know. Just make sure to have fun and don't let college pass you by, because if you just sit there in your room and you don't like go anywhere, you don't party, like you don't go out, you don't even need a party. If you don't just go out with your friends, have a good time, like, you know, whatever, you're gonna regret it. Because then when you're older and you don't have time to just go party and whatever, because college is like, there's still a safety net. Like it's the real world, right? But there's a safety net. And what is beeping? Oh god. And it's like you can make mistakes, you can still party, you can still go out, you can still do all these things on a random Tuesday night that you can't do in the real world. And it's just, if you miss those opportunities to like go out and have fun, you're going to regret it when you get older. So don't regret it, anything that you do in college, and make sure to just like have a good time, because it's gonna pass you by so fast. And it's all just such a great experience, and I recommend this experience to like everybody because it's so much fun. Stop. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe down below, and also follow me on my social medias at Valerie-taiylor on Instagram and Valerie-taiylor on Snapchat as well. And I just want to say thank you guys again for making it all the way to the end. Alright, well, I hope that y'all have a great first year at college. If you're coming to UA, you're gonna have so much fun, and you're gonna see me. Yeah. So have a great first day. Our first day is in like 8 days, so it's coming and it's approaching, so whew, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Okay, alright, bye.